Hello my soccer universe, to a slightly quieter midweek review. There was not too much that I could watch or wanted to watch, to be honest. The Spanish Super Cup is like the Italian one, not a competition that I want to cover because it's played in Saudi Arabia. And yes, we have an El Clasico final. Doesn't really bother me, doesn't matter, it's a bogus trophy. We had a League Cup in Portugal, which is a competition that I didn't even hear about until this week, to be honest, so also not covering that one. And then we had League Cup action, of course, which is also a competition that I don't value as much. However, I've decided I'm gonna go in for this one because I can watch it. But did I? No, I couldn't. Because as of this year, in Austria and in Germany, you cannot watch the English League Cup live, which I found rather curious, so I'm relying on what I hear and what I saw from highlights. However, there were other news in there, most of them coming out of England with two sackings. Lopetegui out at West Ham, he is replaced by Graham Potter. And yesterday, just before the FA Cup fixture, Everton sacked Sean Dyche. That's a little bit of a weird timing. Friedkins, I would say. Let's see who they bring in. I hear Mourinho. The Friedkins just fired Mourinho from Roma. Makes no sense whatsoever. However, I can see that Everton do want to have a new direction as well. Let's start with the one competition that I actually saw, and then there's also a little news item from Germany. On Tuesday, Arsenal took on Newcastle at home, and it was a match where I think Newcastle took the chances that Arsenal didn't take. I think this is the long and short of it. For instance, Martinelli hit the post around the half-hour mark, whereas then a little bit later it's a free kick, comes to Murphy over to Isak, who puts it into the net in the 37th. And right after the half, it's again Isak is being found in the box, takes a shot that is parried by Raya, falls to Gordon, taps it home 2-0, and then just a few minutes later, Kai Havertz could have made it a game again. However, his header from very, very close angle, and yes, his body was kind of twisted the wrong way, wide. So that was more or less the game. It confirms that Newcastle are in really good shape at the moment, and Arsenal are a little bit in a funk. Newcastle have to be considered the big favorites for the return leg there, which happens in roughly a month from now. Yeah, the scheduling of these semifinals is just crazy. I was wondering, why aren't we playing the second leg on the weekend and then push the FA Cup a little bit further down the road? But hey, it's not me that makes the decisions. The second semifinal also gave us a relatively surprising result. Just about 3 weeks ago, Liverpool beat Spurs 6-3 at their home ground, and now Spurs win 1-0. But it was a contentious one. First off, it really started with a scary scene when Bentancur had to be stretchered off, seemingly unconscious. Seems to be alright for now. But there was a stoppage for about 10 minutes, and I think that slowed, especially the first half already. Meaning that I feel that Liverpool couldn't really assert themselves too much on Spurs, and the game had their chances. Liverpool had a few good chances. I think there was a really good one for Spurs in the second half where they really should have taken the lead. But you could see that Liverpool is not really up for it, or was maybe content to keep this score level because, there's a second leg coming. Spurs had also a goal disallowed by Solanke with a very marginal offside. When you see the first review, it's a clear offside, but then you see the angle and the line drawn, it was really, really just by a hair. So it really seemed like it fizzled out to a 0-0 draw. And then the controversy came. During a Liverpool counter, Kostas Tsimikas plays it out and is really mowed down by Bergwall, who was already on his yellow card. Should have probably been sent off. However, the referee says play on and then doesn't come back to it, which seems to be a new directive. However, there's really not much coming from this attack for Liverpool. Even worse, Tsimikas had to come off to be treated. And while he's off, Spurs launched their themselves attack right into the hole of Kostas Tsimikas, where they find Solanke, who plays it over to Bergwall, who makes a beautiful finish to make it 1-0. It's a little bit insult to injury, because not only is Tsimikas out, so you play with a man less, in this space is exploited, but also Bergwall, who had to come off with a red card, scored the winning goal. In any case, I think the tie is relatively open. Liverpool should be able to turn this around in the second leg. However, on the other side, I also have to say, it seems like Liverpool have played themselves into a little bit of a funk. Let's see. Just just ahead of the start of the German Bundesliga in 2025 after the winter break, the German Football League have decided to award Bochum a 2-0 win for their match at Union Berlin. In case you didn't know, what happened there was that in the dying minutes of that game, the Bochum goalie was hit by a lighter and was on the ground, and the game then was only continued under protest by the Bochum players. And the Football League says, yeah, this is something that shouldn't happen, and awarded the game to Bochum. Now, it has to be said that Union Berlin is definitely appealing this decision, so we might see a going back on that one as well. It is awarded as a 2-0 win for Bochum, which is now their only second win of the season already, which draws now level on points at only 8, with Holstein Kiel still in last place. However, it's 2 points more. So their distance to safety is now 6 points. Currently, that's Hoffenheim. Although I have the feeling that Hoffenheim might rise as well. The relegation battle in Germany is usually one that gets very, very dicey and very, very exciting towards the end of the season. So let's see if there's a turnaround happening. But for now, Union Berlin, 2 points taken off and 2 points added for Bochum. Well, that was my update from the midweek, a quiet one, but I actually didn't mind it because it gave me the opportunity to do some other things as well, and so I wasn't watching all evening, which usually is also good, I gotta say. Now, the upcoming weekend sees the return of the Eredivisie. We have also the return of the Bundesliga, so we get a much fuller schedule, which is on one side exciting, on the other side, it never lets up, even in January, when the attention here in Austria is a little bit more on the slopes of the mountains. But hey, I'm not a regular Austrian, one might say. In any case, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like these, and I'll talk to you soon about more things in my soccer universe. Bye! Hey there, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, here are some videos and playlists that you may enjoy too. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the little bell icon so you get notified whenever something happens in my soccer universe. And with that, have a wonderful day. Bye!